I think it's just a word from the captains. Can I have a word with the winning captain? Dian, is winning the captain, and yes, electing to bat. Any, of course, rationale behind that?
Uh, we wanted to bat first. We want to to score many runs as we can defend. Yeah, that's our strategy for now.
Yes, any changes in your team? Yes, after a good rest yesterday?
Yeah, we brought two in and others two are out. That's Muhao and Belize, and Kalisa and Merve are out.
Okay, congratulations and have a good day. Yeah. Fatuma, habari za asubuhi.
Nzuri.
Mmecheza vizuri, yes, mkianza batting. Sasa vile mna bet second. Iko na tashwishi ama itakuwa sawa sawa?
Hatujajua wao watascore ngapi, maana sisi tutakuwa tunafukuzia watakaocheza wao, sisi tutaweza kurudisha.
Yes, kwanza wewe umecheza vizuri sana, yes, mkibet first. Sasa vile mna bet second. Utakuwa na yes, tofauti kwa lineup ama tu itakuwa ni ile ile?
Itakuwa ni ile ile, haitabadilika.
Kwa hivyo wembe ni ile ile.
Yes.
Asante sana. Siku njema. Yes, closer to the flags.
gutangirana n'ibendera rya ikirango cyawe kiri kwegera
Come for the photo, Jan. Good photo here. Good photo there. Just there. Good photo, good photo, good photo. Good photo. Mambo. Come closer, come closer, come closer. Come closer. Look at me, you are looking down, look at me. Little bit, little bit. Sawa sawa, asante. Okay, look at me. Come closer.
hari umuntu supposed kuza mu rwop yewe hari umuntu uza kukureba ndumva ntawe kamera iri hano bayizanye kare kubera
Ladies and gentlemen, our lovely viewers, another very warm welcome to day 6 of Kwibuka International Women's T20 Tournament that is hosted every year here in Kigali. For those who are just joining us, we are coming to you live from Ladies and gentlemen, our lovely viewers, another warm welcome to the day 6 of Kwibuka International Cricket T20 Cricket Tournament hosted here in Kigali. For those who are just joining us, we are coming to you live from the IPRC Cricket Oval, where Tanzania is taking on the host Team Rwanda today. Joined with me here, the commentary box, is no other than Bob Bikoy. Good morning, Bob. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Mary there.
How is everything? How was your rest day yesterday?
Mary, unfortunately, I didn't rest yesterday. I had a game at the hangar. As we see, Nasra, the vice captain, coming into ball from the school's end. Sarah Wera. Sarah Uwera opening the batting with alongside Alisa Ikuzwe. Video. Sarah Uwera facing the fast ball from Nasra Saidi, the vice captain.
Tanzania is no other than Fatuma Kibasu, the fierce captain, and Nasra Said, the vice captain, Shufaa, wicket keeper, and Huda Mrisho, Paris Kamunya, Zineida Jeremiah, Swaum Tae, Sophia Mwanamidi Swedi, Agnes Quell, and Tabu Saidi. The 12th lady is going to be Tatu Shabani, a quick change for Team Tanzania there.
There's a great start there from Nasra, shaping away from the batter Sarah. Straight away, cuts away there towards backward point, and they managed to get a couple there. Good fielding there in the deep.
Very good cricket being shown here. Great intent from the opening batters of Team Rwanda. And the team list for Team Rwanda is Diane Bimenyimana, the captain. Sifa Ingabire, a quick change there. Coming in to substitute Katia Uwamahoro, Belize Murekatete, Josiane, Gisele Shimwe, Margarita Vumilia, Henriette Shimwe, Alice Ikuzwe.
In the air there, Mary, and the catch is taken there at covers by Fatuma Kibasu. And that departs Sarah Uwera, who was looking very aggressive.
I hope it's nothing to do with the commentator's cast there. She looked really switched on there with opening her account with a good boundary, but a very short-lived, with a very short-lived space of time. Good bowling, good piece of bowling there from the vice captain of the Tanzanian team, taking away the opening batter for Team Rwanda. Bob, at this moment in time, with a very early wicket for the Rwandan side, what do you think would be the good game plan for Captain Diane at this point?
I can see the new batter is Sifa Ingabire. You can see straight away from the captain. She just sent in someone who can rotate the strike there.
I totally agree with you. And Sifa is a very young, decorated cricket player who's well known for keeping her wicket safe and playing it safe. So I can assume that Captain Diane is looking to find a way of building innings between Sifa and Alice to see if they can push at least the power play without losing any other wicket.
Nasra Saeed comes in there. Sifa plays it straight to point. No run taken there. This is where now Sifa Ingari has to utilize the chance and try and cement a place in the side.
The players to watch out for with the bat from Team Tanzania is no other than Fatuma, the captain, who has a total score of 148 from the bat, and Swaum Godfrey, who at the moment has 75 runs with the highest score of 44, and Shufa Hamza, the wicket keeper, who has 64. This is quite a tough game, given that Tanzania has won all the games. Bob, what do you think Tanzania is? What do you think is the secret for Team Tanzania? They've managed to win all the games. What do you think they're doing right, exceptionally right, compared to other teams?
Thank you there, Mary. That marks the end of the first over. The score is 3 runs on board, 1 wicket lost. Mary, I think Tanzania at the moment, they're doing the little things right, applying their basics, skills, not relying on only one player there. We've seen Fatuma is on fire, leading the scorecard, and she's had a chance to have other players rotating the strike with her, giving her support. And their bowlers have really stuck with their lines. As we see Paris coming in to bowl from Niboye's end. Runs in hard there. Great start. Full there, played back to the bowler by Alice Ikuzwe.
Another young player there, all the way from Sorwate. She's well known for her fierce batting as well and her confidence on the crease. A close one there. That was a close one there after quite some miscommunication between the batters. Bob, do you think at this pace that Alice and Sifa are going at, should it be the best pace, especially for the power play at the moment?
These are two of the youngsters in the national team. This is why they have to utilize the power play. Run very hard there, as we see Paris running in hard in the air, but shot at covers there. Good intent there from Sifa Ingabire. As I was saying, Mary, these two have to run very hard between the wickets. They're very young, very quick, very fast between the wickets. As you just saw that single there, Sifa running very hard there, and she was very safe.
Very interesting to see the game plan from the Rwandan camp, that they've decided their top order to be youngsters. I'm sure there has to be a good explanation and a good plan in terms of having the power hitters anchor the team in the middle order.
That kept low from Paris. You can see now the wicket is doing its magic. This is only the second over. Mary, there you can see these two. Remember, Rwanda under 19s are traveling to Botswana in September. This is why they have to utilize all the chances they have. It's going to boost their morale as Paris runs in hard there. Straight to mid wicket there. They get a single. They're running hard. They're looking for a second one. Good running between the wickets. And they managed to get a couple.
Good running there. Good intent from the youngsters there. And to end the second over with 6 runs on board. But I believe that for it's high time they keep that momentum going, especially in the next couple of overs. And as you were saying, Tanzania, from the games that we've managed to watch, Tanzania have done the smallest things right. Not giving any chances and not making other teams get away with chances. And I think that is what has made them come this far with winning all the games so far. But anyway, that would be too soon to tell at the moment.
Good soft hands there from Alice. Nasra Said coming to bowl her second over from the school's end. She's a very good bowler. She's been doing a very good job for the Tanzanian side. Rolling her fingers, bowling her variations. Swing and a miss there from Alice Ikuzwe. Good piece of keeping.
Exceptional cricket that we've been watching here at Kwibuka T20 Women's Tournament. Exceptional talent from Africa, and thanks to Rwanda Cricket Association for providing such a platform to showcase the talent of the cricket talent from Africa, especially the women's side. We've seen, Bob, you've been around since the first edition of Kwibuka, and now we are the 8th edition. I would say we've seen enormous improvement as the editions go around, that we've managed this time around to even host more than just African nations. Now we have Brazil on board.
Good shot straight down at mid-off. Get a good single. Good intent from the young Sifa Ingabire.
Tanzanians opening bowlers have managed to restrict the Rwandan batters into current run rate of 2.8, with a projected score of 56 as we speak. A very good start there from Team Tanzania. Bob, given that we know Tanzania for not giving any chances or not letting other teams get away with any of the chances, what do you think should be the best plan? Because the projected score as we speak is at 53. What do you think should be the best game plan for Team Rwanda at the moment, and the batters especially?
Plays across the line. Loud appeal there, but the umpire is not interested. This is where Rwanda, Mary, they have to use the power play, try and get to the 3-figure mark. We saw chasing is not easy. Paris comes in hand. Soft hands there. They're looking for a single, but the fielders deny them a single. If they can get to a 3-figure mark, Mary, here, you never know. Chasing can be very interesting.
I agree with you, Bob, especially with resources like Fatuma and Swaum in the Tanzanian side. Rwandan batters have to make sure they keep the scoreboard ticking at this point.
Another dot ball there. Sifau is on 3 of 12 balls so far. Straight to the ball again. By the looks of the way Sifa is playing at the moment, Mary, this game of T20 is a short time. If you're getting your eye in, remember your team needs you to also keep the scoreboard ticking.
I totally agree with you. It's a time especially to capitalize on any mistake that a bowler makes, either with the length or with the line. And at this point, it will require some different game plan from what we've seen in the last 2 overs for them to keep the scoreboard ticking. That's the end of the 4th over. And Rwanda has managed to bag 8 runs for 1.
As we see a change of bowling from the captain. She brings straight away a spinner, Zinaida Jeremiah, from the school's end. That was a maiden from Paris.
Unfortunately, Bob, the intent we were seeing in the 2nd over, it seems to have diminished a little bit. And the first extra of the day there, especially knowing that Tanzania is not very lenient with the extras. I think it's high time the batting pair changes their game plan, because at this point the scoreboard does not look good for Team Rwanda. A great start for Team Tanzania though.
In the air there, cuts away through covers. The ball races to the boundary. And that's the first boundary of the inning from Ikuzwe Alice. That was a short ball, needed to be punished.
Exactly what we were talking about. It's high time the batters now capitalize on any mistake that is being done by the bowlers, whether with the length or with the line itself. And great intent there from Ikuzwe. I think this is what Rwanda needs at this point.
Good solid shot there from Alice. Mary, as you're saying, playing a team like Tanzania with 4 wins out of 4, Rwanda here looks more desperate to get their 3rd win in the tournament. Charges down, but straight to covers for another dot ball. By the looks of the scoreboard, 13 runs, 4.4 overs, 1 wicket. This doesn't look promising at the moment for the Rwandan team. She charges down again, through covers. Great piece of fielding there in the deep. She manages to save her team 2 runs.
Very good fielding there from the vice captain of Tanzania there. They're doing all they can to restrict Rwanda from keeping the scoreboard ticking. Good intent, I would say, there from Alice Ikuzwe and Sifa in that over. If they're to keep the scoreboard ticking, they should continue showing that intent, and also try to capitalize on rotating between the wickets.
Three runs and over so far from Rwanda. Tabu comes in to ball from Niboy's end, and she starts with a wide down the leg. Playing a team like Tanzania at the moment, with the momentum they have, you better up that scoring rate, bring it to 7 and above to have a chance on a team like Tanzania. At this stage, 3 runs and over doesn't look promising at all. As we see, the projected is only 60 runs. Wickets in hand, 16 runs in 5 overs. Rwanda has to start scoring, get those boundaries. That's another dot ball.
And meanwhile, at Gahanga Cricket Stadium, Team Kenya is taking on Team Nigeria. Nigeria won the toss and opted to field. And as we speak, Kenya has managed to bag 32 runs for no loss in 5.1 overs. Quinta, the captain, doing the job and leading from the front, as we've seen her consistently doing, and interestingly opening with their fierce bowler Mary Mwangi. We'll keep you updated of what's going on at Gahanga.
Another short ball there, but played on the back foot straight to covers. These two seem to be playing the same. One of them has to be the aggressor. If they want to get to 100 plus runs in this game. Full ball there, driven straight to mid wicket. That's another dot ball, Mary. Pressure is climbing in the Rwandan camp. You can see the body language. In the air there, bowler calls for it. Catch taken by Tabu the bowler. As I was saying, you could see pressure was climbing.
Another wicket is down there for Team Rwanda. Not looking very good at the moment. I think the Tanzanians right now are looking to create more pressure. creating more pressure for the batters so that they are able to make mistakes. And the incoming batter is the fierce Giselle, another young player who's proven to be fierce. She's called the best with the bat. Bata Gigi. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we are coming to you live from the IPRC Kichukiro Oval, where Team Tanzania is taking on Team Rwanda in the 6th day of Kwibuka International T20 Women's Tournament. Joined with us today in the commentary box is our guest commentator, no other than Mr. Suji, the technical director of Rwanda Cricket Association. Mr. Suji, how are you doing today?
I'm very good, Mwangi. Thank you very, very much. Sorry, Maina, as you just mentioned, I'm feeling as if, the Mwangi Maina, yes, is a combination. The Kenyans also in the house.
Interesting there. So, Mr. Suji, as a technical director, at this point in time, we are seeing it's a slow start for Team Rwanda with 18 for the loss of 2 in the 7th over. What do you think should be the best game plan for them to have a better comeback?
I think here, as I say, if you look, at the wicket, the wicket is not a stand and deliver wicket. It is a wicket that the batters has got to, they've got to step up, and use their feet more. If the spinners are tossing the ball, the batters should pick on the flight and step out and hit the ball on the bounce, because the wicket is slow. The wicket will hold back, so it's important for the batter to be on top of the ball there, Mary.
Excellent shot there. A huge cut shot with great intent from Giselle. She has started to show her Giselle colors. Great boundary that was well needed. She starts her account with the boundary. Good intent there. Running between the wickets. We can hear from the Rwandan camp, things are starting to be alive. Giselle here is trying as much as she can to keep the entertainment going on. Communication there, miscommunication there. Giselle is well known for for sprinting in between the wickets, and it is an advantage and at the same time a disadvantage when you're not able to coordinate very well with your batting partner.
True there, Mary. I think there's it's a cartoon called Speedy Gonzales. Yes, it's during our growing up days.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's the way to go. Block and run. Any fumble, 2 runs, because the wicket is not easy to play. So it is important that every single run, it's capitalized. And if they can use soft hands and play around point area, using soft hands, they can at least just rotate the strike. Yes, rather than just waiting for big shots. Cow corner will not work today.
And coming on attack from the school's end is no other than Samson Rachel. Great over there.
Yes, Mary, you talked about Saumu, and you talked that she's the main bowler. If you know Kutungu Saumu, yes, does it ring a bell?
It does ring a bell. Kitungu Saumu, our dear lovely viewers, it's the Swahili name for garlic, and garlic is known for being, I would say, sweet and sour and
sweet.
and sweet.
It's sweet.
I agree there. Great intent there from the batters, getting the score to 25 for 2 after the end of 7 overs. Loud appeal! Ladies and gentlemen, a big wicket is down here. Oh my! Gazelle is gone. And Rwanda has to find another plan to get things going. Great delivery there from Tabu. Gazelle trying to go to get a maximum across the line. The turn was too much for her, and now she's gone. Incoming batter is the captain herself, Diane Bimenyimana. She decides to come in to do her job, to do the job herself. Will she be the one to anchor Team Rwanda to at least 120 up, which they're hoping to get in this innings?
Yeah, good shot there. It's off the back. If I talk about the wicket, we say that this wicket don't play across the line unless you're very, very sure that the wicket is keeping low and there's very little bounce. And it is important, it is very, very important to of course rotate strike, so you got to be behind the ball. You must be sure when you're playing across the line. You must be on top of the ball to hit the ball along. It's long on and long off. Batting skills here are very, very important. Playing down leg will not gonna be easy. Use the full logo of the bat. Straight bat, good skills here of batting will be important for you to get runs. Rwanda needs to be a little bit positive because these are the foundations. And if you don't use a power play to of course rotate the strikes, I mean the hill becomes a little bit steeper. So this is the time to roll down the hill and make sure that you have a foundation to launch at the end.
A wicket maiden there for Tabu. Great piece of work with the ball. We've seen her do well with the bat. And one thing I've seen with the Tanzanian team is that they don't, as Bob said, they don't rely on a few batters. Neither do they rely on a few bowlers. It seems they're well positioned all round. And again, as we said, they're not giving any chances. So I think it's high time the Rwandan batters to try and manufacture, innovate, and try to keep the scoreboard ticking as much as they can. And that runs to the boundary. It will not get there. Well saved. Good running there from Diane and Sifa.
Very true, as you're saying that the Tanzanians, they don't just rely on one person. I mean, that comes from their country motto, Ujamaa. Ujamaa is people, together, unity.
Wapenzi watazamaji kutoka Tanzania, karibuni sana. Loud appeal there, but the umpire seems uninterested. Ball was going down the line. And coming from the school's end is Agnes Joseph, coming through for Tanzania. And what we've consistently been seeing with the Tanzanian bowlers is that they'll keep bringing it straight. Now it's up to task the batters to play straight, get frustrated, and probably make some mistakes, which they don't let you get away with.
One thing the Tanzanians have got when they're is retrieving the ball, yes, is the power on their arms. Very good, of course, return. Yes, all the balls are going on top of the stumps, and that is good skills into their fielding.
Great shot there. Great shot there from Sifa. It seems their partnership with the captain is building up well. And I believe this is what Rwanda needs if it's to get to 3 figures, as the current projected score is still right below 70, which is quite an easy one for Tanzania to chase. And coming from the Niwoi end, coming from the Niwoi end for her 3rd over is Tabu. Tabu Saidi doing a really good job with the ball. Her previous over was a maiden with the wicket, with a big wicket. Made a very big breakthrough for Team Tanzania.
As I said, on this wicket, when the eye passes, the eye level, you go to step out. If you wait for it, it gets a little bit bigger on you. So it's important to get to the pitch of the ball and strike the ball. There you go again.
In there, under the ball, and Sifa, the 3rd wicket is down. Oh my, the 4th wicket is down. Sifa is gone. This does not really look good for Team Rwanda. Good bowling from Tabu, as Sifa was trying to go across the line. And as Suji, you said, this is not time or the place to play across the line. And I think Tanzania have noticed that and are capitalizing on all those mistakes to break hearts of the Rwandan team here at Gahanga, here at IPRC Oval. 32 for 3 in 9.2 overs, and Tabu continues from the Niwoi end.
Mary again, as the Kiswahili word would say, Tabu, yes, anapatia, yes, for Rwanda Tabu, si kweli?
Inaonekana wapenzi watazamaji kutoka Tanzania, Tabu hapa analetea Rwanda tabu kabisa. Hapatii watu wa Rwanda hapa pumzi, ila Tabu imekuwa jina la leo. Our lovely viewers, the name Tabu is a Swahili word that means trouble. And it seems trouble is bringing trouble for Team Rwanda as the camp goes cold silent, especially with the ball. And for Team Rwanda, the new batter in is Belize. A very strong, big hitter. Young player, very talented with the ball and with the bat. It has been impressive to watch her.
कितने पैसे चाहिए?
पैसा नहीं इज्जत मोहल्ले के चिरकुट लौंडे हरा रहे हैं फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स में आप एक्सपर्ट हो सिखाओ
सिखाऊंगा तो जाने दोगे?
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें
Agnes Kwele continuing from the school's end. Very good athlete. You can see the way she's running in very hard. Solid. Good defense there from the captain, Zian. Very good piece of bowling, rolling her fingers there. Martin, by the looks of the scoreboard, 34 for 4 in 10. We're getting into the middle overs where the team has to capitalize on the runs. Straight to the ball again. That's another dot ball. Too many dot balls in this innings so far from Team Rwanda. Captain herself, she's on 1 of 11 balls. Swing and a miss there. You can see the frustration is on.
As I said, on this wicket, you got to be behind the ball. If you're not behind the ball and you go for a heave, you'll pay for it. Rather be behind the ball and look at to change to rotate the strike more than whack the ball.
Another good ball there. Played on the back.
That's another maiden over.
Piece of bowling there from Agnes, the youngster in the side of Tanzanian team. That marks the end of the 11th over. The score is only 34 runs. The loss of 4 wickets. Still, this doesn't look very good for the Rwandan side. Playing a team like Tanzania. Looks from the scoreboard, Martin. Tanzania looks like they're one step away from the finals, as we said.
Yeah, Bob, with whatever is going on here, it's important that if yes, Rwanda has got to get to safety, they need to pass at least 100. They need to get to the 3-figure score there. And the best way it is rotating the strike. Soft hands, rotate the strike, run hard. Let's go again for a big one. and she's caught. Belize trying to go over the top. And she's caught at mid-on for not disturbing the scorers.
Nothing is really working at the moment for Team Rwanda. We tried bringing in Sifa early in the innings, but it didn't work for them. And you could see Murekatete Belize was also another gamble there to see if she can go for the big ones. But she ends up giving a dolly to Huda, who takes it comfortably there. There walks in Ishimwe Ariete, the superstar.
Tabu continues to bring trouble to the Rwandan camp as she takes another wicket. 4 wickets now. And at an economy of 1.1. Oh my. She is coming through for Tanzania. Wapenzi watazamaji kutoka Tanzania, Tabu yaendelea kutupa tabu.
Lovely shot there from the captain. Charges down, 1 bounce. And she gets a boundary there comfortably.
I would say a very good attitude there from the captain. Even with the loss of 5 wickets, she still seems to have an attitude of wanting to keep the Rwandan scoreboard ticking. Rotating strike as much as they can. Seemed disappointed with that one. There was a chance there. But Henriette seemed uninterested to take any risks. Meanwhile at Gahanga, where Kenya is taking on Nigeria, the score is at 56 for 2 at 11.2 overs. Quinta still in there, batting beautifully, running at a strike rate of 94. With Abuga, the big hitter, quite a pace there.
Indeed, indeed. Agnes, she's very young. Very good athlete there. And that makes Tabu ends a spell with 4 wickets for only 8 runs in her 4 overs with a maiden there. Very good piece of bowling by Tabu.
I totally agree. She's made the day look dull for the Team Rwandan camp. Henriette there trying to find her position, trying to connect. But I think at this point pressure is building up, so you can tell that Henriette is still yet to deal with the nerves.
Very good bowling there from Agnes. Not giving Henriette any chance to free her arms. Bowling it straight.
She's still yet to open her account.
Very good shot there, but straight to the fielder at covers, the captain herself, Fatuma Kibasu. Pressure building here at IPRC. And she gets away, played on the back foot, straight to mid-on, and she gets a comfortable run there. And that ends the 13th over. The score is 39 for 5.
ये पट्टा
अब सीख तो गए, अब तो जाने दो मुझे।
ठहर जाइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम वॉब्लम हो गई तो कहाँ ढूंढेंगे आपको?
फैंटेसी अखाड़ा का 24/7 कस्टमर सर्विस है, आपकी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करवा देंगे।
कल जाने देंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Zineida coming to ball her third over. Straight down the ground at mid-on. She gets a comfortable run there. This is where the captain herself, she has to show her skills, the experience, and try and get to 80 plus runs for Team Rwanda here to have a chance. Straight down the ground again to mid off. They get a single, good rotation of strike by these two at the moment. Current run rate is still on 3. If they can get from here to the 20th over, if they can get in the air, but drops short there at the field at mid-wicket. Martin, this is the beauty of using spikes. You saw that fielder slipping there.
Very true. That's a very, very, very good shot there by the captain, opting to go over the bowler, and the safest area to play the ball is normally over the bowler. I know somebody here would fancy extra cover shots, but at this rate, looking at this wicket, if you play straight, you are safe. If you play across the line, you are asking for trouble. So yeah, that was a very, very good shot there by Diane. Talking about spikes, it's very, very important tool. It's a very, very important tool in cricket. It avoids injuries, and I also want to just to say that, to reiterate that, yes, our national bodies of cricket should at least ensure that our players or the players have access to spikes, because when you slip and tear a muscle, using the sports shoes or using rubber shoes, it's very, very dangerous, and it's very, very painful when a player gets injured of lack of the right equipment. It's the same way if you don't have a bat, how would you be effective at getting runs? The cricket has changed, and so has us. We need to change with the changing time. Agnes Kwele continuing. She's coming for her third over, and she's hitting the wicket quite well. Something I'm seeing here is the bowlers using a scramble seam rather than seam up. Something that it's important, for the coaches to adapt. It helps. Yes, when you play in such wickets, if you can hit the seam, it is difficult to to play as a batter. Player down third man. And Red plays the ball around third man, and she gets her 2 runs there. It's nice to see, the supporting crew of IPRC school coming to support their own, the hosts, Rwanda.
Good intent and good attitude there from the batters as they try as much to keep the scoreboard ticking by rotating strike as much as they can. Now I can see better body language and intent to get runs by picking on the gaps. A lovely shot. Will the captain say that? And yes, the captain has managed to save the Tanzanian team 2 runs. (53 for 5) is the current score at 14.3 overs. Still quite very low as Team Rwanda has upped their projected score to a little bit over 70. That's a good comeback there from that over for the Rwandan side. Meanwhile at Gahanga, where Kenya is taking on Nigeria, the score is 70 for 2 in 14 overs. And the fierce one, Quinta, is still in there, coming closer to her half century, smelling it closer and seeing it closer, as their projected score gets to over 100. Zenaid comes back in with the ball from the Niwoi end to complete her 4th over and try and restrict the Rwandan batters from getting any chances to keep their scoreboard ticking.
Get a single. Good shot down the ground there by the captain. Straight to the fielder at long off. They get another single, and that ends. That's the end of the 16th over. The scoreboard reads 57 for 5.
Yeah, Bob, I can agree with you there. Henriette seems to be in really good form, probably some borrowed from the fabric tournament that she attended in Dubai, where she shined like a star who she is, a youngster who's very talented and a great all-rounder, very fierce with the ball, and not to mention with the bat as well.
As we see Nasra Saeed, the vice captain, coming to ball her third over. Soft hands there. Soft hands there. Good piece of mind from Diane, the captain, to get off the strike.
Suji, there as a technical director, we've managed to watch a number of games here at Kwibuka, and we've seen what Tanzanians are able to do with the bat as well. So if I may ask, what do you think would be a good score that the Rwandan side, very fierce and very attacking with the ball, would be able to comfortably defend against Tanzania?
Yeah, Tanzania are a good batting side. They play very, very free. And something that they do very well is to rotate strike. So yes, when the ball is struck, they are ready to take a run. They are ready to take on the fielders. So I feel that if Rwanda can get to a score just above 100, it will give them a chance. Yes, looking at the Rwandan bowling and the Rwandan fielding, which is very, very admirable. And they have bowlers who can be quite effective on this wicket. The change of pace of Henriette, Josiane, I can't wait to see them explore this wicket.
I totally agree with you, and it seems from the few games I've watched, Tanzania seems to be very good with full length, which the Rwandan side don't seem to give people luxury with, because their pace is way pitched, and the chance there is missed. Very rare with the Tanzanian side, but it's another life for Henriette, who managed to contribute another run for Team Rwanda. At this point in time, Suji, I think at this point in time, however the run comes, in whatever color, in whatever form, this is what Rwanda needs to kind of manufacture and manipulate the field and try to get the clock, the scoreboard ticking, as they have been doing.
Very true there. Every single run is an added advantage. Henriette again there plays across the line and misses the ball. The ball hangs on, and Henriette gets out ball.
Another wicket here. Another mistake of going across the line. I hope it's nothing to do with the commentator's curse. Suji kept saying, "Do not, thou shalt not go across the line," and the bells went flying as Henriette wanted to try a maximum across the line. Very true, and I agree with you, Suji. Thou shalt not dare to go across the line as a batter on this pitch, especially, and especially against these bowlers who the only chances they give is very few, and their way of bowling is straight aiming for the bails. 6 down, we had 63 for 6 in the 17th over. The projected score is still way below 100, 74, which brings a little bit concern to the Rwandan camp, knowing that the Tanzanian side is way much stronger with the bat compared to their bowling, and yet they have managed to bring us trouble, courtesy of Tabu the Trouble.
Next batter is Margaret Vumilia. We'll go again to analyze the name Vumilia. Vumilia, it means patient. Yeah, Mary?
I agree, but from the looks of things, with the bat, she tends not to Vumilia at all. She's one who's known to try and get quick, the scoreboard ticking very quick, but never lasts for a very long time, because apparently Vumilia will still remain in Swahili, but in English, she's there for business. Pierce. Paris coming on for a third over from the Nivoi end. I think the mission here is clear for Team Tanzania. They want to restrict Rwanda to below 100 so that the chase can be as comfortable as it was yesterday with the Germans.
Oh, the Tanzanians are making it simple. They're making it difficult for the Rwandan players, trying to bowl stump to stump, which is not very, very easy to play. Said and done, the game is never won until the fat mama sings. I don't know if that message goes everywhere, but cricket is a game that can change any time. Thank you from the support of the IPRC boys who have come to cheer yes Rwanda, and it's really, really helping. Yes, they're not giving up. They're trying to do the right thing all through, and it's giving, the Rwandans, confidence of going out there and play very, very good cricket. Bimenyimana, the captain, is holding on, which is very, very important that she stays until the end. She has to stay until the end. For Rwanda to get to the 3-figure score. She hits the ball around mid-off, and Vumilia dives there for her second run. Wow, that is commitment, that is resilience. She means business, body and soul, body and soul, body and soul. This is where she needs the legs of Usain Bolt.
Martin, from here, if Team Rwanda can manage to get 10 runs and over in the last 2 overs, I believe this chase can be very interesting. Down the ground there by the captain again, running hard, trying to see if they can get a second one, but the fielder denies them a second run.
As I said here, Usain Bolt, speed would be needed. But Usain Bolt has retired. I don't know which legs they need here.
I think, Martin, there they need the legs of Giselle Ishimwe.
अखाड़ा में विदेश जाने का भी चांस है।
अब सुनो,
हम आपको जाने देंगे।
इतना सिखा दीजिए कि हम फौरन कैसे जाएंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
That brings us to the end of the 18th over. The scorecard reads 71 for 6. Cut away through covers there by the captain herself. Running very hard. They get 2 runs there. Nasra Said, the vice captain, bowling a last over. As I was saying, Martin, if they can get to 10 runs and over from here, things can be interesting in the chase. Charges in very hard. Manages. Diane plays it straight to the fielder. This is where, Martin, the power hitting comes into play. Free your arms.
Bob, on this wicket, power hitting will be difficult. But just time the ball and play accordingly. Diane sweeps the ball, looking to go all the way to the boundary. I mean, she's been the anchor of Rwandan team. As a captain, you go to lead with the bat and the ball at times. But today, I mean, she's leading with the bat. I mean, she needed help from her teammates on the other end and trying to keep the partnership going. I mean, Vumilia has got to Vumilia, I mean, for Rwanda to get to the 3-figure mark. She plays it again down to mid-wicket, and the fielder comes, cleans it up for a single run.
Six runs so far from just 3 balls. I must say this is very good batting from the Rwandan side, and the captain herself leading from the front. The projected now climbs to 84 runs. Nasra runs in very hard. Balled. Plays across the line, Martin. As you said, this is a wicket where you have to play straight.
Maggie loses her patience by playing across the line. As I said, on this wicket, show the bowler with the logo of your bat, and yes, you shall survive. Cow corner, get it out of the scoring areas, because the wicket is double paced with the cracks on the wicket. As I said in the morning, when the ball hits, it's one of the patches, it doesn't come up. And I said, if you look at the bowlers, they're bowling across seam, which means the ball hits on the side of the ball and it slides towards the stump, which means it doesn't get too much bounce. If they were holding up, I mean seam up, then you would try and sweep. Even sweep shots are out of the contest here. Ladies and gentlemen, the next batter is Flora, the wicket keeper, coming in. She's also a dashing batter. She doesn't waste too much time.
Gets off the mark straight away, Martin. Very rare to see a wicketkeeper coming into bat at number 9. That brings us to the end of the 19th over. The score reads 78 for 7, 79 for 7, with only 1 over to go. Martin, I was saying, it's rare. I don't know in your times if wicketkeepers were batting number 9. I believe wicketkeepers are batsmen, are batters in the side. They have to come in 1. They have to be in the top order.
Very true there. I would ask, of course, one of the former captains who, I mean, she's one of the commentators here. Yes, during her time, yes, what number, yes, did she send her, yes, wicket keeper?
During my time, our wicket keeper, who was Sarah, used to open. And she still does up to now. A great shot. And a mistake there. That will cause Tanzania. And now Flora is making the Rwandan camp all ablaze. A great shot over the top, over the bowler, going straight to a fielder whose mistake was something to be celebrated. Great start, and I agree with you. I agree with you, Bob, as well. This is what we needed. Knowing Flora, she's one who plays straight. And it is very interesting to see that the game plan for Team Rwanda was to bring her a little bit late. Unfortunately to say, when there's very little balls left for her to face, which she might have had capitalized on if she had a lot more chances, seeing the attitude that she brings on board. And as a young player who's now a very good wicket keeper for Team Rwanda, it has been impressive to see her growth. Paris continues to complete her overs, her 4 overs coming from the Niwoi end. And facing is Flora. Lovely shot to the fielder. But hey, this lady can run. The both of them can run. They managed to secure a couple of runs there. Flora has managed to shoot the projected score to 88, which is quite promising. But I would ask Suji, is this promising enough? And another one might be racing to the boundary, and yes, it gets there. Flora is reigning here at IBRC, impressing the Rwandan camp.
Are these the winning runs? Are these the winning runs? Are these the winning runs? We said the wicketkeeper comes up. Are these the winning runs from the wicketkeeper?
I bet this is just a statement, probably to the Rwandan camp, that if they were able to bring her sooner, this would have been going on for at least more than 10 overs. If she was able to be exposed to more than half of the overs, Rwanda's scoreboard would have been looking different and probably would have been around the 3 figures that everybody from the Rwandan camp is hoping for. 120 seems to be a little bit of a...
That brings us to the end of the innings, first innings. The score is 93 for 7. Martin and myself, the way the wicket is playing, this is not an easy chase. It's not an easy target. Guys, brace yourselves. Fasten your seatbelts. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the chase.
कितने पैसे चाहिए?
पैसा नहीं, इज्जत। मोहल्ले के चिरकुट लौंडे हरा रहे हैं फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स में। आप एक्सपर्ट हो, सिखाओ।
सिखाऊंगा तो जाने दोगे?
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
ये पट्टा। अब सीख तो गए, अब तो जाने दो मुझे।
ठहर जाइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई तो कहाँ ढूंढेंगे आपको?
फैंटेसी अखाड़ा का 24/7 कस्टमर सर्विस है, आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करवा देंगे।
कल जाने देंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
ये पट्टा। अब सीख तो गए, अब तो जाने दो मुझे।
ठहर जाइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई तो कहाँ ढूंढेंगे आपको?
फैंटेसी अखाड़ा का 24/7 कस्टमर सर्विस है, आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करवा देंगे।
कल जाने देंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
ये पट्टा। अब
Sarah, it's 93 runs. Yes, is it enough on the board?
It wasn't the defendable run score we wanted, but it's still defendable as well because we have good bowlers. We are confident with our fielding, so we still trust ourselves to defend those runs.
It's looking at the wicket. Is a wicket that you don't need to dash. Is it that? Was it the ball or was it with the bat? So which one was challenging? Was it the Tanzanians as a bowling unit or it was about the wicket?
It was about the batters not waiting for the ball and not being patient there on the wicket, because the bowling didn't have something special or something challenging. It's about the bat.
It's looking at your growth as Rwanda. You guys went to Nigeria. You guys are now here. The team is more blending. Yes, what do you say about the team, of course, in terms of growth?
The team has grown and it's still growing because we have many youngsters and there are many coming, and according to the way we are training, the way everyone is performing, showing the commitment during the games and trainings, the team is growing. We are getting more chances to go in Nigeria and play, to have this Kwibuka for women, and I trust that our association is organizing more for us to grow higher than here.
Thank you. As a team, yes, and as a player, the elite tournament is coming. Is looking at you assisting Suzanne from Germany, and you've talked about no more games. The association really has given us more games. Is it something that you're looking forward to, and do you think that brings growth for Rwanda cricket?
Yeah, it's something that brings growth, of course, because it's not it's different from this Kwibuka we are playing, because now we are playing against other teams, but in the elite we are going to play with different players from different countries, and we are going to experience more from them, and we are going to share a lot.
Okay. It's last Kwibuka, as Rwanda played, became third on the group. This Kwibuka, what do you think that has gone right for you as a team?
As I said, in the growth of the team, there's a lot. There's our batting that has improved, and the commitment during the games, and there's a lot that is not out so that people can see it. But us as the team and the association, we are seeing it, and we appreciate it, and we are not satisfied. We are still growing.
Talk to us about Sarah, of course, as a batter.
Well, Sarah as a batter, I'm an opening batter for my team, and it's my time to go bigger than this, because I'm giving dolly chances to the teams, which I'm not supposed to do, but I'm bigger than this, which is going to be shown in the next games.
Sarah, is one of the bigger girls in the team, one of the strongest girls in the team, has just spoken to us that she still has more to give for the team. Sarah, of course, well done, and thank you very much for your time, of course, and good luck for this game. Yes, are you thinking of bowling at some point?
If we reach in the 19th over, when they still require 60 runs, of course I will bowl.
Thank you very much, Sarah, and have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Of 93, for Rwanda to defend, the wicket is challenging. The run, the Tanzanians are looking very happy with the score, but it is about ball and bat out there. if you bowl well and if you can take your wickets, definitely yes, you'll have advantage. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the cricket, the ladies are playing out there. Yes, what the girls are playing out there, it's so commendable. And yes, one thing I just want to congratulate the coaches for bring these teams together, prepare them. You can see them. I can see them, of course, in team meetings. I can see them analyzing players and analyzing themselves. Them getting together. Kwibuka has brought something special, to Rwanda cricket. Kwibuka has brought people together. Kwibuka has brought, of course, unity. Kwibuka has brought other continents to come and play here, of course, in Rwanda. And if cricket can win, peace will prevail. So let's see, of course, what happens into the next innings when Rwanda wants to defend 93 runs to give them a chance to get to the top of the table. At the same time, the Tanzanians are looking very, very happy to stay on top and to make themselves go to the final bracket. Let's see what will happen after the break. Thank you very much.
Henriette Ishimwe.
ये पक्का अब सीख तो गए, अब तो जाने दो मुझे।
ठहर जाइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई तो कहाँ ढूंढेंगे आपको?
फैंटेसी अखाड़ा का 24/7 कस्टमर सर्विस है, आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करवा देंगे।
कल जाने देंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
कितने पैसे चाहिए?
पैसा नहीं, इज्जत। मोहल्ले के चिरकुट लौंडे हरा रहे हैं मैं फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स में। आप एक्सपर्ट हो, सिखाओ।
सिखाऊंगा तो जाने दोगे? हाँ।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
महारथी जी, फैंटेसी अखाड़ा में विदेश जाने का भी चांस है। अब
सुनो,
हम आपको जाने देंगे। इतना सिखा दीजिए कि हम फौरन कैसे जाएं।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
As the umpires welcome to the pitch for the second innings, we see the most destructive player so far in this tournament. From the Tanzanian side, Fatuma Kibasu, the captain, and Swamtai opening the batting from the Tanzanian side. And on the other side, Rwanda, it's Belize Murekatete coming from the school's end to open the bowling from the Rwandan side. You can see this. She has opted for a sleep, and it's the captain herself there. Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. The chase is underway. Is Tanzania going to chase this? There's only one way to find out. Haweni Mana Immaculate to bowl the first over. And Fatuma Kibasu is on strike, the captain of the Tanzanian side.
Our dear lovely viewers, if you're just joining us, we are coming to you live from the IPRC Kichukiro Oval, where Tanzania is taking on Rwanda. As we speak, we are in the second innings that have just begun.
And shapes in straight away. She starts with a good in-swinger there, and well guided by the captain Fatuma to deep mid-wicket. They managed to get a good single there. And Mary, if Rwanda needs to defend this, they have to bowl straight, top of off. Keep it easy. Stick to the basics. Don't give them extra runs. Don't give the batters room to free their arms at the early stage, especially in this power play. This is where Rwanda can win the game if they utilize the power play. Get wickets, quick wickets in the power play.
I agree with you, Bob. And knowing the attack, the bowling attack from Rwanda, this is quite a possible score to defend, especially that we've been seeing the Rwandan attack bringing mostly pitched balls, which don't seem to be very much in favor of the Tanzanian batters who prefer full. But again, don't be deceived by that. If Rwanda is to make through, it's to try and break this particular, and that rushes. It's cut all the way, rests through the boundary, and that Swaum, the left-hander for Tanzania, opens her account with a fierce boundary. Ladies and gentlemen, if Rwanda is to have a breakthrough, is break this partnership as early as now. Great technique there from Swaum.
Lovely shot indeed, Mary. Cuts away, races away to the boundary. Very good start from Swaum.
Wapenzi watazamaji, huo ni Swaum. Swaum analeta ladha ya saumu hapa kwa IPRC ground. And they will rest for quick two. And this is what our lovely viewers we were talking about. Tanzania will never let you get away with any slight mistake. They are known for racing in between wickets. And one thing that makes their innings build very quickly is that they can run at any site of a mistake. They can hit. A wide there from Muhawe. And this is the last thing that Rwanda would want to do at this moment in time, especially to a team that gave them no chances. There's no point of giving them chances.
Well said there, Mary. As we see, Immaculate charges in hard. Straight on the money. And Tai defends it very well. Mary, when you're chasing 94 and defending 94 as well from the Rwandan side, you better not ball those extra runs. Stick to the basics. Top of off in the air and catch second there.
It is a wicket! Ladies and gentlemen, a breakthrough. I hope it has nothing to do with the commentator's curse. This is the breakthrough that Rwanda needed. Getting Swawom off at this early age. It is a great comeback for Muhawe. A massive breakthrough. Diane, the captain, coming through for the Rwandan team with a magnificent catch. There are the covers doing a great job. This is all that Rwanda will need to be able to defend a score as low as 93, especially as against a big batting team like Tanzania.
There walks in Shufa Muhammad, the informed Shufa Muhammad. She's had quite a good tournament so far, I must say, Mary. Lovely piece of fielding there by the captain Diane, diving in front to get rid of the dangerous Swamutai. And there comes Murekatete Belize from the Niwoy's end to bowl the second over of the innings.
I'm telling you, Bob, this commitment we are seeing so far from the fielding side by the bowlers, it is what exactly Rwanda needs to get themselves restricting the ladies from Tanzania all the way from Dar es Salaam to right below the 93 mark, the 92 mark, to secure a win for them. Another extra, and these are the slight mistakes that we saw when Team Rwanda was playing against Team Kenya that costed the game, that costed Team Rwanda that game, which was very close. The small mistakes of giving chances, that is the only thing that they might need to rectify at this moment in time.
Well played there by Fatuma Kibasu, the captain. Down to fine leg. And they get a good single there. You can see Belize is trying to get the ball in to the right-handed Fatuma, who manages to guide it straight to fine leg. Well played there to deep backward point. As I was saying earlier, Martin, this is where Rwanda, if they need to defend 94 runs, they need to get early wickets in the power play. Don't give room to the batters to free their arms.
whatever you get, if you bowl well, if you take the chances, give yourself the chance. You don't chase the game, you command the game. So that's a very, very good ball. And if Belize can bowl, just 100 balls on that line, they'll give themselves a chance. Hit the deck and let the batter do whatever she want to do. But hitting the deck on this wicket is the way to go. Release Kwibuka T20. She misses a step. That's a 19-year-old Belize who is yearning also playing this under-19 qualifier. The Rwanda cricket has base. Rwanda cricket has talent. Rwanda cricket has the beauty, 1,000 hills. Milk and honey. You don't miss milk and honey in Rwanda.
Very lovely player to watch, Martin. As a former opening ball of Kenya, it's very nice to see a kid like this, a 19-year-old, charging in very hard there, very energetic.
Yep. I say talent, skill, and mentorship. They go hand in hand for development of a player. Even when talented, they go to be mentored. Some say that talent doesn't need to be mentored. Do you agree with that?
Indeed, Martin. Looking for a quick single there, but the captain denies them one.
Something that Tanzanian captain said is wembe ni ule ule. It means that the cutting knife is the same one. Let's see if Ian, this will give them a different option at the end of this game. One more wicket here. We'll take the pressure back to the Tanzanians. We're very, very happy to see this Dozian Akamosquito bowling to them this afternoon. The nickname is Mosquito, but when it's a mosquito bites you, no one stops to kill a mosquito. Even the biggest man will cry if a mosquito bites. That is what this Dozian brings. The Rwandan team brings sting, excellence, she brings energy and passion.
How many men are coming into bowl a second over from the school's end? Can she give them another breakthrough here? Charges in hard, cut away, straight to point. I must say she might have saved Rwanda a boundary there. Great piece of fielding that ran away to the point very quickly. Muhawe runs in hard. Well played there by the captain, straight to the captain, Diane at covers. This is a big wicket for the Rwandan side. If they can plan for this wicket, Fatuma Kibasu, I must say they might be in the game. Wide ball down the leg.
You can just go there.
You don't want to give a batter time to think. Great ball there by Muhawe Nimana.
Fatuma is a wicket to get. Fatuma should not give her a chance to win this game.
As we see, the Rwandan coach looks frustrated at the moment at the boundary, moving around. Fantastic bowling there. Straight into the block hole by Muhawe Nimana. Running in hard, trying to get the third one there. Fatuma says no. They only managed to get 2 runs there. Good piece of fielding by Alice Ikuzwe, chasing the ball all the way to the boundary to save her team 2 runs.
Excuse me, guys. Watch the game, eh? Watch the game. Watch the game.
Lovely drive there. Great piece of fielding by Giselle at mid-off. They're running in hard, trying to get a third one. Good throw by Giselle. Great piece of fielding by the Rwandan side. That brings us to the end of the third over. Scoreboard reads 18 for 1. Shimne Ariete comes in straight away from the Niboy's end. Can see the captain is trying to use all her bowlers in the power play to see if they can give her wickets at this early stage of the innings.
Yeah, I agree with you, Bob, there. An interesting change of bowler and pace. Now the captain seems to have opted medium pace, trying to see if she can break this partnership as soon as now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 18 for 1 at 3. The fourth over is on as we speak. A great breakthrough there, courtesy of Muhawe in the first over, taking the dangerous swarm out. But do not be deceived. Do not be very deceived. It's too early to tell. Tanzanians are known for building their innings very slowly and majestically and taking their time. And judging from the body language of the captain herself, Fatuma, she's not looking to make any risks, just necessary runs in between the wicket as she aims to anchor her team, hopefully across the finishing line, to try and chase the 92 runs that was set by the Rwandan side. But will Captain Diane allow this to happen? Only time can tell. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great game to watch, as Tanzania has not registered any loss yet in this tournament, but getting a great fight from the Rwandan side.
Well said there, Mary. This is where Diane, she has to use the ball as well. Try and not let the batters get a partnership there in between. Swung hard there to mid-wicket, and Sarah stops that. She might have hurt herself there in the process. But as she said earlier in the interview, she's the big one in the team and the strong one. Straight again, same ball, same result. Good piece of bowling by the superstar Ariet Ishimwe. And that brings us to the end of the fourth over. The The score reads 19-1.
कितने पैसे चाहिए?
पैसा नहीं, इज्जत। मोहल्ले के चिरकुट लौंडे हरा रहे हैं फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स में। आप एक्सपर्ट हो, सिखाओ।
सिखाऊंगा तो जाने दोगे?
हाँ। फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
That's another change of bowling from the captain. She brings in Nyirangundimana Josiane from the school's end. Runs in very hard. The loud appeal there. And the umpire raises his finger. Fast ball. And she gets a wicket straight away. Of the inform Muhammad. Very good piece of captaincy from the captain, rotating a ball as well. Not letting the batters get used to the same bowlers. That was wide, and the batter tried to swing very hard at the ball. She only manages to get an outside edge there. Good take there by Flora behind the stumps. And it's now 2 wickets down. 4.1, 19 runs on board.
There she comes. Aka mosquito. As I said earlier on, she can be a thorn in your flesh. And there she was, getting a wicket.
There walks in Hudam Risho at number 4. We can see something happening at the screen.
Dot balls bring us wickets. Let's stay focused.
Runs in hard again. Straight to me. Run out chance. Good fielding there. Good fielding there. Good start by Diane. Straight to her. Looking for a single there. Miscommunication between these two. Martina Maise. Tanzania looking to be pressured at the moment.
Dot balls brings wickets. Energy brings wickets. Teamwork, anticipation brings wickets. Whoever keeps to the basics. As I said, avoid cow corner on this wicket. Avoid cow corner. Listeners, as I said before, cow corner is not the shot to play on this wicket.
Martin, that was a lovely good shot there to get off the mark.
Extra cover shot. I know you'd be very, very happy to play that shot.
Indeed, Martin, that was my favorite up to now. As we spoke earlier, Tanzanians do not rely on one player. You get one batter out, the next one continues where the other left. Into the block hole. Run out chance there.
As I said, Ujama, wrong end there, but the energy on the field is just amazing. Bob, I don't think it would be very easy to play extra cover shot on his retirement.
Josiane charges in hard. Another lovely piece of batting there.
That's
Straight to the fielders.
That's a good shot. Behind point. That was an exceptional shot. Back foot drive or cut, if you may call it. They need to, if Rwanda has got to get, dot balls, they have to cramp her by bowling into her, by bowling into the wicket. Yes, not giving her room, to drive the ball and cut the ball. Yes, Huda is a very, very good batter. Yes, she rotates this, the strike very, very well. She knows her business on where to get runs and how to get runs, which is a classical, typical batter who knows what to do. We've seen Kohli doing it. We've seen Steve Smith doing it. It is important to use your wrist, to rotate your wrist as well, to turn your wrist left, right, for you to rotate the strike and get singles. You bowl up and straight, you mean business on this wicket. Stump to stump will help, will guide you through, will bring in dot balls, and dot balls brings wickets. Henriette, that's the line to bowl on this wicket. 3/4 line, make the batter come forward, and also make them play dot balls on the front foot. That's the only way they can also try to play across the line.
Well said there, Martin. As we see Henriette coming into ball, her second over and the last one of the power play. Balls it straight in the air, but over the fielder, and it races away to the boundary. Good use of the power play there by the batter, Fatuma Kibasu, the captain. Good thinking. And Martin, as we were saying, we all saw the way the Tanzanians bowled. They were keeping it easy, top of off. You miss a hit, not giving room to the batters. This is something the Rwandan side has to do as well. Lovely bowling there, straight down the ground. That's a misfield, poor fielding there by Belize. The ball races away to the boundary again. This is where now Rwanda has to correct. They have to be agile in the field, not giving away free runs. That was poor fielding by Belize.
As you're saying, Bob, I agree with you. These missed chances, I should assume the Rwandan camp learned from the previous game of giving it away because of very little missed chances there. Like extras and misfields. Those are the mistakes that cost you a big game like this one. Nonetheless, Henriette continues from the Niboi end. She's well known for a good economy. But that is well to be understood because of another misfield there from Belize. What is going on here?
Mary, I think this is where the captain comes in. You don't want to leave a fielder at mid-off. She just finished bowling 2 overs there. Put your best fielders at mid-off, mid-on. Well ball there by Henriette. Good comeback there. And that's the end of the power play. And the score is 37 for 2.
As we speak, Tanzania still looks very good at the moment, especially after the end of that over. A very expensive over there that has been made so expensive by the fielders for misfielding. And now, as we can see, an interesting change there of the bowling. Incoming from the school's end is Vumilia. A very fierce leg spinner from the Rwandan side. She can get that ball turning you might actually wonder whether the wicket is flat, because the deflection itself speaks wonders. She might just and there Tanzanian trying to sneak a second run, but Gigi at the far end of the rope restricts them from doing so.
Lovely batting by these two there.
I think at this point, Vumilia has to work around her length, and that is better now. Very smart batting, very smart communication there from the Tanzanian side. They keep showing class. They have consistently shown so throughout this tournament. And their calmness, despite of the loss of the big wickets, still shows some class into their cricket. Vumilia there continues trying to restrict them and trying to create pressure for them with the dot balls.
Lovely bowling there.
Now that's the length, and that's the line. Oh no! That was bowled for less than 2 seconds, rest to the boundaries. That is not what you want to do. That is not your length. If you're dealing with this Tanzanian team, you can't afford to pitch that much. Of course, knowing the Tanzanian team, you get punished for any mistake you make, as they're well known for not giving chances. And as we continue to say, if Rwanda is to continue restricting and building pressure for the batting team, they're supposed to try and get in bowlers who can get lots of dot balls, creating pressure for the batters. And off their own mistakes, Rwanda might have a chance of getting a few other wickets on their side.
Lovely shot there. Another change of bowling from the captain, Sifa Ingabire, and she's been welcomed with a powerful cover drive there at the boundary. She bowled it short there to give Fatuma room. Look at that shot. She held her base well, and the ball rests away to the boundary. Rwanda at the moment, they're doing favors for the Tanzanians. Short ball again, driven her to covers. That was another bad ball there, but she gets away with it.
Bob, here you can't afford to give the Tanzanian ladies room, because they'll punish you. They'll punish you big time and unapologetically. Pure class from Fatuma, the captain, anchoring the team. We've seen her calm down a bit after the loss of a big hitter, Swom, and she's managed to keep her composure. Pure class from her.
Not a bad start. It's not a good start for the Rwandan side.
And now Tanzania needs 44 runs in 76 balls. Still very possible, especially as we see the way things are going on at the moment. Rwanda giving a few chances there with the length of the ball, and also on the fielding side with the misfields. Tanzania playing smart as usual. Wapenzi watazamaji kutoka Tanzania. Tanzania hapa inapeperusha bendera wakitumia beti.
Another straight ball.
Beti ama mkwaju.
Driven down the ground to get a single. Very expensive over to start with Sifa. And the score is 54 for 2 in 7.
The language here is getting interesting.
ये पक्का अब सीख तो गए, अब तो जाने दो मुझे।
ठहर जाइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम वॉब्लम हो गई तो कहाँ ढूंढेंगे आपको?
फैंटेसी अखाड़ा का 24/7 कस्टमर सर्विस है, आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करवा देंगे।
कल जाने देंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Ariete Ishimwe to bowl a third over from the school's end. I must say, Martin, the Rwandan side is doing a big favor to the Tanzanians, spreading the field, straight down the ground again. They managed to get a single comfortably there. I was saying, they are spreading the ground. The fielders are at the boundary, and Tanzanians are managing to get easy singles there. Very good batting by these two. We talked about partnerships earlier. Another full ball there, driven, and that's a misfield. It races away to the boundary. That's poor fielding from the Rwandan side. They're paying the price at the moment. Another lovely cover drive there, Martin. Races away in just seconds to the boundary. This is really poor fielding from the Rwandan side. You gotta stop those ones if you're defending a total of 94.
Pure class there. It is Fatuma again. The name Fatuma that's dominating at the moment. The captain of the Tanzanian side. And the same shot. A great save from Sarah there, restricting Fatuma to registering only a couple of runs. That was a really good cut shot there. Total class from the Tanzanian captain there. Fatuma hapa, wapenzi watazamaji, hana michezo hapa. Hakuna sura ya kazi. Basi kama kapteni anaonesha uongozi mwema na beti yake. With her patience, she's consistently shown very beautiful class with the ball. Should admit Fatuma throughout all the games. And another misfield. Sliced through Diane in the covers. And rushes to the boundaries, close to the bases. Bob, this is not looking good for Team Rwanda. Where do you think it's going wrong at this moment in time?
Mary, when you look at that shot, to me that's the shot of the innings today. Very lovely timing there on the up. Straight through covers and it races away to the boundary. This is really some good batting from the Tanzanians. Ariet comes in again, balls it full. Well defended there by Huda. As we said earlier, partnerships again, Mary, partnerships. These two have really done a very good job for the Tanzanian side. They're very calm, going for the loose balls and really punishing them very hard. You can see the body language from the Rwandan side. has gone very down. You can see the captain is frustrated. And she brings in Giselle Ishimwe to ball from the Niboy's end. And here in the commentary box, as we welcome the former rugby national team captain, Makombe Benjamin, and one of our biggest supporters,
Totally agree with you. An interesting change here by the captain, Diane, bringing in Giselle to try and do the job. First ball looks really clean. That is the length you want to use. If you were to restrict Fatuma from clearing everything over the boundaries. And no. That is not your length. Consistency will be required here from the bowlers. If Rwanda is to restrict the fierce Tanzanian batters who are showing nothing but calmness and persistence. And is it there? But it lands in no man's land. Saving Huda there. For those who are just joining us, we are coming to you live from IPRC Kichukiro Oval here in Kigali. It is in the center of Kichukiro district where, and it's a chance there, and it's taken, well taken there. And the captain, who was going for a maximum, didn't put enough power into that, which left the Rwandan camp smiling as Henriette gets under the ball calmly and grasped the ball to see off Fatuma at 30 runs of 29 balls.
I must say, Mary, that was some great piece of maturity from the young Giselle. Bowling a slow ball there, straight down to long off. Easy catch there. Great piece of captaincy from Diane. Bringing in Giselle and straight away getting the big wicket of Fatuma Kibasu, who departs on 31 of 20 balls.
As we speak, Tanzania needs only 26 runs off 63 balls. Bob, what do you think would be a game plan for Team Rwanda especially to see Tanzania not get the 26 runs that are required in 9.3 overs?
Mary, at this stage, 26 runs off 62 balls as Giselle comes in. Another slow ball there. Played it straight to the bowler. I was saying 26 runs of 62 balls. At this stage, Mary, this looks like a walk in the park for the Tanzanians. The only thing the Rwandan side can do here is getting very quick wickets and see if they can get this deep. She balls it, plays it to fine leg, and the fielder there denies them a single. And that brings us to the end of the 10th over, and the score card reads 67 for 3. At the moment, Mary, this doesn't look good for the Rwandan side.
I totally agree with you. At the moment, all the odds seems to be smiling at Team Tanzania. And as you can tell, the Tanzanian camp is up ablaze. And as Bob called it, a walk in the park for them. Especially given that the Tanzanian team do not only rely on the top order batters, even the middle order batters do perform really well. We've seen that throughout this tournament.
Another full ball there, driven straight to long off. And Giselle manages to throw the ball. They only get a single there, Mary. On the other hand, there walks in Nasra Said, the vice captain. She wants to see if she can get this done, and they have an early lunch. As we all see, Brazil and Uganda, they are also lined up here, getting their early lunch, get ready for another interesting game later in the afternoon. She runs it hard, balls it short, pulled away. There's no...
Save your legs. Save your legs on that one. I believe at this moment in time, those are the lengths and the lines that Rwandan bowlers cannot afford to bowl at this moment. Very expensive at this moment in time, especially as Tanzania requires 24 runs off 58 balls. And in there is Huda, who's patiently bagged her 25 runs off 17 balls. And as we speak, Nasra, the vice captain, she led very well with the ball. And now she's coming to do the job with the bat as well.
Mary, by the looks of this, as a bowler, you don't need to bowl a short ball down the leg without protection there. Played it sweetly to mid-wicket. Another fumble there. But they only get a single comfortably. No need of rushing. It's only 19 runs to go in 58 balls, with 6 wickets in hand. Nasra Said to face Josiane Nyirakundineza. She runs in hard. Balls a full ball there. Good shot there to mid on. And they get another single there, Mary. This looks very comfortable at the moment for the Tanzanians. The Rwandan on the other side, they look like they're out of this. Can see by the looks of their body language, this game is out of their reach at the moment. Lovely piece of batting there by these two. Another good shot there to mid on. Same ball, same result. Fantastic running between the wickets.
Bob, I agree with you here. At this moment in time, needing 18 runs off 56 balls, Tanzania is comfortably set there. And you can tell from the body language of the batters, they're not looking to do anything magical, really. They're just looking to rotate strike as much as they can. And the game plan for the Tanzanian side is way clear. At this moment in time, capitalize on the gap, disorganize the fielders whose morale has significantly dropped. And at this moment in time, I would want to believe the game is not over until the last ball.
Mary, when you look at the scorecard at the moment, 16 runs of 54 balls, I must say the required run rate is at 1. This looks like it's game over for Team Rwanda.
Too early to tell, Bob. This is a game of cricket that can change very quickly. Another good shot there to the covers. A boundary restricted by Dian. And the batters could only afford a single run there. Great efforts from Dian. We've seen her captain lead from the front with the bats. And now on the field, taking magnificent catch to sweep away the dangerous Waum, which was a great breakthrough for Rwanda. But at this moment in time, I should admit, the morale from the Rwandan camp has dropped significantly. There was a chance there for a catch, but it landed into a no man's land.
Very good batting by these two, Mary. I must say, Tanzanians at the moment, they look like the favorites in this tournament, Mary. Giselle runs in hard, balls it full, straight to covers. Straight to the captain, Dian, who denies them another run there.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we are coming to you live from the IPRC Kichukiro Oval, where Tanzania is taking on the host. That's a good throw from Sarah Uwera, restricting Huda from stealing a run there, where Tanzanians are taking on the host. As we speak, Tanzanians are chasing. We're in the second innings and Tanzanians are chasing 92 runs that was set by the Rwandan batters. It was a great start. Should say the power play, restricting. The Rwandans were able to restrict the Tanzanian ladies to below 20 within the power play. And a great comeback, I should say, for the Tanzanian team, especially from the 6th over, which has been consistent up to now. And as we speak, Tanzania requires 13 runs of 48 balls. Looking like a walk in the park for the Tanzanians. And another extra there from Henriette. Bob, at this moment in time, it is so expensive to give out extras, especially with the way Tanzanians are playing.
Indeed, Mary. As you said earlier, if Rwanda needs a miracle here, they have to stop on those extras. And that was going down the leg again. They need to cut off the extras. The captain has to bring in a slip there, put a fielder there in covers. See if you can create a chance of a wicket there. When you look at the way the field is spread, that's an easy pick for the Tanzanians. Balls it straight, plays it straight to, and that's a fumble again. They're looking for a second one. But they only get 1 run there, which is more than enough for the Tanzanian team. The required rate is at 1. Tanzanians are only 11 runs away to register their 5th win in the tournament. Henriette bowling her last over of her quarter. Let's see if she can get a breakthrough here. In the air and taken by Henriette.
A wicket there. And Nasra walks out looking very disappointed. Probably feeling like that was quite a cheap way of a batter to get out. But exceptional bowling from Henriette, who gets under the ball calmly again. This is her second catch we've seen today. Getting the score to 83 for 4 in 12.2 overs. Tanzania only requires 11 runs in 46 balls. And ladies and gentlemen, Huda is still in there, shying away from a 30. She has 29 of 24 balls, cruising at a strike rate of 127. Loud appeal from the Rwandan camp, but the umpire seems uninterested. Great bowling there from Henriette. A good comeback, especially after the previous over, where 2 boundaries, courtesy mistakes of the fielders, were witnessed. In for batting is Mwanaidi. Mwanaidi Swedi gets off the mark with a good shot there over the bowler.
Another full ball there, driven straight to mid-on. And they managed to get 2 runs there. There was a misfield. As I said earlier, Mary, this is very poor fielding from the Rwandan side. Defending a score of 94 runs, you better take all the chances, stop all the balls, don't let the batters get comfortable at the crease, create pressure.
I totally agree with you, and especially with the batting side, like Tanzania, that are well known for running in between wickets beautifully with class and capitalizing on any mistake you make. The best you can do playing against them is obviously not give them chances, because they will never give them to you. So there's no point of doing that. 86 for 4 in the 14th over. Giselle coming from the Niwoi end with a very good delivery.
Well said there, Mary. The winning side, you can easily say. Tanzanians, they never gave out any chances to the Rwandan side. Cut away straight to covers. Great piece of fielding by the captain herself, Diane. You don't want to give the opponent chances like those ones, because you never know, they might not give you a single one there. Giselle runs in hard, rolls a finger in the air but over the fielder, and he races away to the boundary. Very good batting there. And Tanzania is 8 runs away. Tanzania is 4 runs away to register their 5th win in this 8th edition of the Kwibuka tournament. The moment you can see the Rwandan side, they look very lost. Jose runs in hard again. A slow ball in the air, straight to the keeper's hand, and that's another wicket. But I don't think this wicket means much to the Rwandan side, Mary. This looks like the game is gone. Only 4 runs needed in 39 balls.
Yeah, unless magic happens here at IPRC Oval and they're able to get back-to-back wickets. Otherwise, Tanzania needs only 4 runs in 38 balls. They're shying away from the victory. Their 5th victory, I should say, with only 4 runs. And over 4 wickets left in their disposal. I should say, good thinking from Giselle there. Changing the pace, confusing the batter, making sure her patience runs out and she makes a mistake that costed her a wicket and Tanzania a wicket. Good stuff from the youngster Giselle.
Indeed, Mary. When you look at her, both wickets, they are off slow balls. Run out chance. Poor throw there. When you look at her 2 wickets so far, they came off good slow balls. Very good thinking by the youngster. Future-wise, I must say, looking at the way they have a tournament in September, under 19, I must say this is very good start for this kid. Another slow ball there, but well picked by the batter. Very maturity cricket at this young age, Mary. This shows you the exposure she's had going to India, having played many games at the young age. It shows you that our future here in Rwanda is bright.
I agree with you, Bob, there. She's shown significant talent throughout this tournament. And I guess because of not performing as she usually does with the bat, she seemed to have decided to come back with the ball and come through for Team Rwanda with the ball, taking 2 wickets, especially at this crucial stage, trying to replicate the delivery of Giselle is no other than Josiane. But apparently, the batters seem to have a clue of what's going on now. And you know, you can't trick. I think from the message from the Tanzanian camp is clear. You can't trick me twice. Once is enough.
Good piece of batting there. Well guided to short square leg. Tanzanians are only 2 runs away. This is very, very, very good batting from the from the Tanzanians. Mary, I must say, you can see Josiane, the experienced Josiane in the team. She's trying to copy what the youngster Giselle is doing. She just started there with another slow ball. She runs in hard, straight to the fielder. Not run taken there. The required run rate is at 0, Mary. I don't think even though they got like a hat-trick here, it would do much for the Rwandan side. Get your fielders close in there, Captain.
I agree with you. At this moment in time, it is very clear that the odds have really now smiled down and waved towards the Tanzanian flag as we speak. I agree with you, Bob. It has been exceptional cricket that we've seen throughout this tournament. All the teams showing great efforts, great talents, and intent. Each game has been a fierce game. And thanks to Rwanda Cricket Association for providing such a platform like Kwibuka Tournament, the 8th edition, to showcase
That's an overthrow.
An overthrow there. As I was saying, for the African female cricket talent to be seen to the world. It's interesting to see throughout this innings, Diane, the captain, didn't get into ball. As we know, she's really good with her swings. Wasn't working in favor of such bowling, so she intended to use medium paces and pacers who opened really well in the beginning of the innings.
Well said there, Mary. Through covers there, and that's the end. Tanzania beat Rwanda by 5 wickets with 30 balls to spare. Very comfortable chase by the Tanzanian side.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 5th win. Wapenzi watazamaji kutoka Tanzania na kila mahali. Tanzania inapeperusha flagi ya kwao, wakitembea ashte ashte kama tausi wa kike, wakielekea kuungana na wenzao kusherekea the great efforts that have been done by the batters and the Tanzanian bowlers throughout this game. Ladies and gentlemen, our lovely viewers, it's another win for Team Tanzania. They have continued to show some class, excellence, patience, and good cricket talent that exists here in East Africa, right from Dar es Salaam. This is the end of the first game. Tanzania won by 5 wickets. But don't go away, because this is not the end of the day. In the afternoon, we have Brazilian women taking on the Ugandan women here at IPRC Kichukiro. Don't go away. Stay tuned, because Kwibuka is still on. From the commentary box, it was me, Mary Maina, and Bob McCoy, alongside Coach Suji, the technical director of Rwanda Cricket Association. We'll be back shortly for the second game here at IPRC. Stay tuned.
कितने पैसे चाहिए?
पैसा नहीं, इज्जत। मोहल्ले के चिरकुट लौंडे हरा रहे हैं फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स में। आप एक्सपर्ट हो, सिखाओ।
सिखाऊंगा तो जाने दोगे?
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
ये पट्टा।
अब सीख तो गए, अब तो जाने दो मुझे।
ठहर जाइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई तो कहाँ ढूंढेंगे आपको?
फैंटेसी अखाड़ा का 24/7 कस्टमर सर्विस है, आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करवा देंगे।
कल जाने देंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
मारुति जी, फैंटेसी अखाड़ा में विदेश जाने का भी चांस है। अब सुनो, हम आपको जाने देंगे। इतना सिखा दीजिए कि हम फौरन कैसे जाएंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।